Hey, how's it going, guys? It's Shut Door. Door Shutter coming back to you with episode 22 of Cave Factory. And today, we're going to be getting into some more refined storage, auto crafting. And behind me, I have created a sand crusher system, crushing wheel system, and a gravel crushing wheel system. We don't really need gravel for too much, but I might as well have some just in case I need it in the future. So, first things first, what is this thing right here? Well, this is called a smart chute. And basically what a smart chute will do is allows for you to one, redstone control this if you want. The redstone control on will actually, deactivate this, but off it will let it go. If you put a chest on top, and this is a chest requirement, like you need a chest here to actually get that one. See that one right there? That is actually caused by that chest, because if there is no chest on it or no inventory, you won't be able to do this. And what this basically is me scrolling to set a number. This just means as many as possible. This means one, and so on and so forth. This will only pull one from the chest and throw it in the chute to make gravel, right? It's just, generic chute. So it's done, it drops down, it goes into the chest. And that is basically what this is. And if you just take whatever item, so for example, I can remove this cobblestone. Oop, hold on. Remove the cobblestone, and now it's not filtered to anything, right? So if I go back, put the cobblestone here, we'll have to set this back to 1, if I can. There we go. It's a bit finicky. But over here is the exact same thing, just kind of doubled. I didn't really need this metal chest, but I wanted to kind of set this to 1 as well. I don't know how this is going to work, but we're going to get over it. We're going to try it here. So I have 2 importers on the back of these chests, not connected to anything yet. Now I need to go grab crafters. I do believe I crafted these. I just didn't take them out of the system. Just generic crafters, nothing too fancy about these. And let's hop up here to this chest, because this is where we need to interact with, right? So let's get that facing the right direction. Same thing here, right? And we'll show you how to get some good old-fashioned patterns going here. So we'll need some cables, because I'm going to hook these up before I actually, show you guys how to do the patterns for these, because it is a bit different. So we're going to go connect these 2 crafters like so, right? Take out that cable, and then down here, we're going to have to do this a little bit jankety, but that is okay. Oop, that's not what I meant to do. Trying to like land between that, but that did not work. And we will just go up from here. Right? That'll work. And then we need to route this down. Probably, yeah, so down and then over. So if we go from this corner, if I can get over here. So we could actually run this through the requestifier probably, or something like that. We'll just run it under the ground here. We'll probably put some covers and all that fancy jazz down whenever we have a chance. All right, and that should boot everything up. You can see the crafters are lit up and all that. That is awesome. And now what we can do is come over to the crafting, or the pattern grid here, and we can look for sand, right? So you can see that it is exporting currently out of one of those chests. That is because it did have sand in it. What we're going to do is we're going to take a piece of sand. Okay, we'll just subtract 1. We'll grab a piece of gravel, which I have in here, and we'll call that a pattern. So first things first, you need this processing thing checked, because if you don't, it will just look like this. So processing, gravel, piece of sand, subtract all the way to 1, create the pattern, right? And then we're going to do that with, actually, no, that is wrong. So we're going to put this back down here in this slot. We're going to get rid of that. We're going to do 1 piece of cobblestone equals that, right? And you just click the create button and it'll override that pattern. Okay? So now what we need to do is we also need to say, hey, 1 cobblestone equals 1 gravel, and we'll grab that as well. Right? So we'll come up here. This is the sand one, so if we hold shift, there's the sand one. We'll put that in here. Okay, go over here. Here's the gravel one. We'll put that in here, and we should be good. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a piece of gravel. Actually, no, we don't want to do that because I don't have a drawer for that yet. So hold on. Okay, and we want this for the sand as well, right? We want to be able to place both of these kind of at the same time so we don't have an overflow in our system. And we'll also grab an upgrade, right? There's two of these upgrades here. Okay, and then we will grab sand. So we just don't have an overflow of this in our system. All right, and let's grab a key, which is in this gold backpack. So quantify and drawer key here. This, quantify. And then we'll take our axe. We'll pick these both up. Hopefully I have enough space for this. Alrighty, so I ended up putting a new requestify thing here. Yeah, the requester. I put them on each crafter because this actually putting multiple wasn't working for some reason. So I just put two. These have been running for a little bit now. You can see that the sand is almost there. The gravel is there. And all that fancy jazz. So I have a spawner in my inventory. And if I hover over this, you can see that it says zombified piglin. And the reason it says zombified piglin is because I went out and killed some zombified piglins, right? Of course, and got a spawn egg with this sword. I just took the diamond sword, put netherite on it. So now we have a capturing 5, unbreaking 3, because I had an unbreaking 3 book. So I am currently looking at something, right? So what I want to do is I want to get glowstone. And this is just a random weird thing, right? I don't know if anybody really I don't know why this is such a weird way to get glowstone. But if we look at glowstone here, there isn't really a great way to just get glowstone, right? I mean, you could trade villagers and you could get witches, but I don't want to do it straightforward. I want to do it this way. So, what this is a potion of night vision. Well, not really even a potion. It's 25 millibuckets of a potion and cinder flower. Cinder flower is just netherrack. And guess what? We have plenty of. So that is pretty cool. And potion of night vision is just awkward potion and golden carrots. Awkward potion is netherrack or nether wart and water. And then a blaze burner. We'll get to the blaze burner sooner or later. It's not really that important. It's easy to get. All you need is a empty burner, I do believe is what it's called, or something like that. Here, I can actually click on it here. Yeah, empty blaze burner. You just right click on a blaze with it. You'll get a blaze burner, and then we can use it for that. So yeah, so this isn't that hard, but the problem is I don't want to run out of gold. Okay, so how are we going to go about this? Well, I have the zombified piglin spawner, and we're going to do it over here again. 1, 2, 3, 4. I need some blocks here. So I'm just basically going to make another. Actually, put it right here. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we're just going to put some spikes down here. I don't know if we can actually liquefy these zombies, the zombified piglins, to get gold. I don't think so. Let's see. Yeah, there is no entity melting for this. So we're gonna have to do this kind of old-fashioned mob farm type of situation, which I'm fine with. But I'm gonna try to use mini utils spikes and see what happens. Right. I don't think we need to go too high up. Probably right there will work. Turn on my jetpack here. Right. If we place a spawner here, it is redstone controlled, so I'll build a wall and a redstone thing like that. But we should be able to now put some spikes down, put some vector plates. I think we have vector plates. Yes, vector plates from Dark Utils. These would allow for us to push the mobs in one direction. So we could say like this center portion is where our spikes are going to be. We put them in the ground. So like 9 spikes. We have an advanced item collector under it. That is piped from that advanced item collector, chest under it, and then that into an ender chest, right? So that is the that is the plan. So that is the plan, and I'm gonna get onto that. Build a wall. I think I might do it out of glass. Um, so let's real quick make sure that we don't have anything spawning down here. I think the next thing I want to automate is creepers, and I'm not 100% sure how I want to do creepers, right? But I do want to get player specific drops, and I don't know if these spikes are going to do that. One way to test this is if they drop gold swords, because I do believe the gold swords are actually player specific, like you need to be killed by a player to actually drop those, right? So let's quickly set something up here before we get too far, just because I want some glass. Okay, so we have a diamond furnace in here. We're just going to get an emerald furnace. We're going to then go look at iron furnaces. Okay, we're going to grab a wireless heat receiver, right? This actually allows for the furnaces to have power. I have this actually set up down here. All we're going to do is we're going to put this in here, pull it out, and you can see that now it is bound to this XYZ location of that block. Right, now we come over here, we come upstairs, and we can simply just like throw this right here. We're just going to put it in here. Actually, no. How do I want to do this? I think I'll just put it right here for right now. I really need a better spot for this stuff. You know what? Let's put it in the floor. I don't need to look at it. I have my own furnaces and all of that. So let's find the cable. Right? So let's put this right here. Okay, let's grab a crafter. This. Right? There is like a grid that I completely forget what the name of it is. It would actually help us here. But I just don't remember what it is. There's the pattern grid. Let me see if I can find it real quick. Alrighty, so it is called the Crafter Manager, is what I'm looking for. And this basically actually gives you access to every single crafter in your system. And you can put patterns in there without needing to look too hard for them, right? So that's kind of why I want that. Okay, we're going to grab a crafter here. I believe what I can do is I could actually just put this here, do shift click in the middle, do input, auto output, just do an output on the top. I believe I can do this, right? I'm not 100% sure how iron furnaces works with this kind of stuff, so we'll see if this actually functions. Right, so importer, there we go. We'll come down here, turn off my flight again. All right, so now what we can do is come upstairs here, and we can say we want glass. So if I look up the recipe for glass, I can look at smelting. I need a normal, so sand, right? So sand, glass, and that makes it a processing one. We'll do that. We'll go up here, emerald furnace right there. Now we should be able to make glass. So if we look at this and we go to only craftables, say 64, this should, in theory, be crafting 64. If we put the wireless heat receiver in here, there you go. That is basically a automated furnace, and we can put a better crafter on there with the more furnace recipes and stuff, and we can add more furnaces, of course. So that is pretty awesome. If I also look quickly at, what was I thinking? Completely just spaced. Oh yeah, speed upgrade. So at iron furnaces, this one right here. We grab one of these, and you can only put one in here. It'll actually make this faster. And now we have a furnace, right? That is awesome. We can see that glass is being made. And if I do this, I'm going to actually request 512 glass, right? And we just do normal. And that will craft up over time here. We can put this end stone furnace and stone smelter back over here. And I'm going to quickly make that piglin farm, and I'll be right back. All right, so real quick, I realized the furnace system was a little bit slow. So what we're going to do is come down here, and I've already changed it up a little bit, which I've just put a chest here. I put it in an anvil, called it furnace system, just to divide it up. And then there is 4 emerald furnaces here. They don't all have power to them yet, but I'm going to do round robin here, and I'm going to quickly fly up here to go get the other power things here. So these, I need 3 of them, so let's go comparator, 1, 2, 3, and then iron furnaces. All right, so 1, 2, 3, and none of them actually have them in there currently, but that's okay. All right, let's go down. Throw one in, throw it in, throw it in, throw it in. Okay, so now we're just going to go put these back in the furnaces. Put our upgrades in here because I've made one for every single one of these. There's 1, there's 2, 3, 4, and then we can actually just take these and right click on the furnaces rather than clicking in them. Right? And that should be a little bit more efficient. We probably do need like a stack upgrade or something. So speed, upgrade. Let's grab some quartz enriched iron. All right, speed, upgrade here. We'll just mark that for a second. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Grab as many of those as we can. All right, go back here. And then we're going to grab 2 more. Stack upgrade. Okay. So this will allow for us to just transport out of this barrel faster. And the only reason I put a barrel here, by the way, is so I can actually open it to check the contents. It looks like we're actually fine. And then I think we could probably throw some speed upgrades in here for right now. And we'll call that there. Okay. So that is good. We should now have not to worry about that. And the reason I was getting charcoal, by the way, let's go back to normal display here, is because I actually need some black dye. If you don't know how to get black dye, with Create, you can actually come over to a crushing wheel system, throw some charcoal in here, and this will result in black dye. And the reason I need black dye real quick is because I need a vector plate. And the vector plates, as I mentioned, I just move mobs around. You can see that it says pushes mobs and entities in the direction it's pointing. And these are just like faster variations to the right of that. But you do need black dye for that. So that's what I am currently making. So that is awesome. And that should be quite a bit. Let's see. So I need 6 per set. So that's 4 sets right there. Right? 3 and 3, yeah. Okay. I think that should be enough. We'll try it. How many do I get per craft? 6? Okay, so it's just 6 and 6, right? And then we'll come down here. We'll make these. And then we will make our vector plates. We'll throw that in there. All right, so then I'm going to use these in the actual mob farm to push mobs towards the center. So we don't have to make a whole bunch of diamond spikes. So let's see. How do I place these? Okay, so just that direction. If I face the opposite direction, is it the same way? All right. So it's whatever direction you're facing kind of thing. So if I place one right there, yeah. So since I'm facing this way, it's going to place them that way. That is awesome. Good to know. All right, so we'll place that. Yeah, you can see that I'm moving. Hold left shift to stop. Yeah, so if you just hold shift, you stop on these plates. Okay. I like how it tells you that. That's pretty cool. You're being pushed by a vector plate. That is nice. Nice little detail. Maybe a bit hard to like detect if you're not paying attention enough once you stand on one. But that's cool. All right. I caught it. All right, we'll definitely need more of these. But the basic idea is to have mobs spawn. They get pushed into the center. They get landing on the diamond spikes. The diamond spikes then, kill them, drop their items, and then those items are picked up for um, being sent to the actual system. And then we can start making, the carrot farm and all of that sooner or later to start getting the night vision potion and start getting glowstone. I will probably finish up this whole system next episode, but or the whole like potion system. We're probably gonna get the gold stuff going pretty soon here, and hope that this is actually working. Let's grab this black dye, and let's go rush back upstairs here. I haven't made actual stone production yet. I probably should do that soon because it is something that is used in quite a few recipes, and all that jazz. So we'll see. So vector plates, black plates. All right, we'll grab a few of those. Let's go for this. And I think actually, real quick, yeah, we're out of sugar. I need to get a sugarcane farm going as well. I was actually going to change these plates up. So let me get some sugarcane, and I'll be right back with you. I'm going to make these probably the second tier here, just so we have a little bit faster movement and not have to really wait on that. So yeah, I'll be back in a little while. All right, this is working a little bit better than I was thinking. Look at this. Look at all of them dropping here. All right, I've upgraded these diamond spikes I had. I just auto crafted them, made them into netherite spikes with 9 netherite. And yes, this is dropping players. Awesome. So zombie hearts are reliquaries drop for zombies. And what this means is that this is dropping players items. So if I were to kill these guys, I would get zombie hearts. But for example, if a non-player entity would just to kill them, such as like the smeltery, how the smeltery does the liquefied or liquefies them into blood, that is not considered a player kill, so you don't get items like this, right? So what this means is that we now have the ability to get zombie hearts, which can be converted into several different things that we can look at in a second. I'm going to turn this off because this is going to get full really quickly. Um, but basically, these can be converted into several things. And if we look at this, right, you can see that these actually can be converted into gold nuggets. Um, they also can be converted into a few other things like zombie charms, zombified piglin charms, and these can be converted into zombie charms, a whole bunch of other things, which is pretty cool. Zombie spawn eggs, so some pretty cool stuff. But we need to figure out this, right? We need to get rid of the golden swords. I probably could repair them and smelt them down, but we're not going to really worry about that. We kind of just got to get the storage system working for this one, which we're going to trash can these. I hope there's a trash can. We'll see real quick here. So let's go upstairs here. I hope there's a trash can. Rather than just the one in my inventory. Yes, there is. Okay. So item trash can, and we will grab pipes because we need to filter these out. And then we'll grab some iron, or no, just pipes. I need to look at pipes itself to actually get the upgrades. We'll need to go up to an advanced one for filtering, which is fine since we have the resources. All right, because we just need to get rid of all the swords, right? That is the biggest thing, and the leather pants. I don't know where these actually came from, but that is okay. Alrighty. So we'll need to place the filter down before we do anything, because I don't want everything to be voided. Alright, so let's grab pipe wrench. Let's grab advanced item upgrade. Shift click this into here. Edit. Remove this tag. Submit. And that is that. Right? Throw these in here. They will get immediately voided because they are a gold sword that is basically ignoring its damage. All right? And the same thing with these pants. Shift click them there. Click on it, edit it, remove this whole NVT tag, um, which will basically just void all other pants that get thrown into this chest. Right? Um, we can void this stuff as well. I'm not really too worried about raw chicken and feathers. I really care about this good stuff right here. This can probably be thrown into our main system. I'm not really too worried about this stuff. So actually, let's get rid of this. All we care about right now is this gold, and this is gold because we can actually convert this into gold, right? So I think we need some sort of crafter. I don't think we really have something that is small, unless we're talking about these, but these require this stupid recipe here. So that's not going to be a thing. Is like the Ender Crafter, which I don't even know what that is. Requires like Ender ingots. Extended crafting. Let me look at that real quick, and I'll be right back with you. Alrighty, so the only way I think we could actually do this without refined storage is actually create. I really don't want to have to create a whole new windmill or watermill or something to just get auto crafting. Um, I really don't like the fact that they changed the recipes for refined storage. It's really, or not for refined storage, for RF tools. So I'm not 100% sure how I want to do this. As I was trying to make this compact, you know, I don't think that's going to happen. I hate that. I really do. Like, I know there's like the auto tables um, from extended crafting, but these require nether stars because of this stupid recipe. It just gets stupider and stupider, basically. Um, hmm. I'm not sure, right? I don't think we really have a way to do this without that. But I would have to create one, two different systems, but I think they probably get overstressed. I'm not 100% sure. Um, hmm. Do. Part of me really just wants to like take the RF tools crafting recipe that the person who made this mod pack just chuck it out the window because it is so stupid. It doesn't actually add anything to the game because by the time you are to that point, you should have refined storage and everything's auto crafting anyways. Like I don't understand it fully, but you know, like I think there's like a rotational thing too that we could look at from create that requires precision mechanisms, which requires this stupid recipe here, which I mean isn't that bad, but it is a little bit excessive, and you only have an 80% chance of actually getting it. That's another thing. So you have to repeat that 5 times before you get a precision mechanism. See, like recipes like this make me question this mod pack just a little bit, and that may be like a default create recipe. I'm not 100% sure, but like this kind of stuff makes me question this mod pack. Like there's just unnecessary parts, I guess you could say. So I don't know. Um, and like I don't think there's anything from. Hold on. I don't think there's anything from the engineer's decor mod that would actually help me. Like I know there's the metal crafting table, but I don't think that's really useful. Um, yeah, I don't see any machines in there that would actually work. I mean, I guess I could probably figure out something with create. Not 100% sure if I really want to go that route, but I really would love to go this route. But the absolute stupidity of this recipe. So I'll be back. Alrighty, so off camera, I've went ahead and I've done the auto crafting situation for this whole system. And the biggest problem is if I let this system run, it will overflow. 100% it will overflow because create is not fast enough for this whole thing, right? So this is for just doing gold ingots down. This is for zombie hearts, but this system will not be quick enough, especially this part where I'm actually converting these into golden carrots. I don't know of a better way unless I threw the gold into a smeltery, which is probably not the worst idea. Because this isn't gonna work. This is too slow. See how like slow this is? I probably could speed it up, but I don't really want to use a lot of space, and that's what I'm trying to avoid. So let's quickly go over here, grab. Oh, I don't have everything over here apparently now. I guess some of it's in the system. If we were to make a small smeltery over here, because I have like the lava tank and all of that stuff in the system. I'm pretty sure I can do this, right? So recipe, yeah, it's just a carrot in the thing with 8 nuggets. So if we just filled the smeltery with this, it would probably be better off. So I think we're gonna do that. That way it can keep up, and we don't have to do this crazy routing of conveyors or pipes or anything like that. So I mean, this is a pretty cool idea. I like this system, but it's going to be a little too much. And I kind of did this more for proof of concept rather than like actual production. This is all just running off of what was done in that first few seconds. So I'm going to dismantle this whole shaft system and put a smeltery down here. Probably not a big one, but one nevertheless. And then we can actually get rid of this whole thing as well because we can just throw gold in there straight away rather than just breaking it down. All right. And yeah, this is just the normal carrot farm, by the way. Um, kind of like how I made the potato and hemp thing. So nothing too special, except for it just drops everything on the ground rather than picking things up just because it's a little bit faster with the items being dropped and all that fancy jazz. So let's also take down this whole system. Actually, no, we won't take this whole thing down, but we will take down these pipes here because we do need access to the carrots down there. We probably should drawer those with a void or something, but we'll see. But yeah, so I'm going to quickly make a smeltery, set it up to where we have the ability to melt down gold um, and then make golden carrots in bulk, basically. So I would have loved for the system to work, but it is just too slow. So I will see you guys in a second, and then we'll probably wrap up the episode after the smeltery is done. All right, so this proved to be a bit more complicated than I was actually originally intending. And the reason is because with gold you can make what is called blank plates or blank gold casts, I believe is what their terms are, what they're actually called. And so what I have to do is I have to make sure there's something inside of this casting table to actually cast to. I don't want to make blank casts. So I am using a comparator to check that there is an item in here. If there is an item in here, send a redstone signal through a redstone link that literally goes up here. This redstone link will activate this drain, and then this will, have a heyday, right? But the problem I'm running into now is that Tinkers has an issue. I don't know if it's been fixed in any version, where sometimes if liquid is in the actual smeltery, it won't activate this drain with a constant redstone signal. See, now it looks like it's working. Okay, so you can see that we're going, we're making these. Every time you get a gold nugget, it is going. Okay, we can add these these boots here. Edit. I hope it's not too loud. I don't actually think I hear anything. Hold on. Alrighty. Quickly, just had to fix the audio because I actually didn't realize that it was not making any noise for the recording. So it's probably not been for a while, but that's okay. but we're going to throw full golding and ingots in there, and this stuff is slowly making gold nuggets. Yeah, you can see we're making gold carrots, and this is a much faster rate because we're making 2. Originally, I was going to do 4, but the problem was is I couldn't actually pipe in items because I was covering every side, right? And there's no entangled blocks or phantom faces in this pack, so we're kind of at a stalemate of only doing 2 for right now. But I mean, this is working. We are getting them. This should be pretty cool, right? So I also have another problem where the actual piglins above me are dropping XP, and I don't have a way to gather XP um, that I can think of. Right? Let's see. I don't know. All right, I'm going to end the episode here, though. I hope I made some sense with the way I did this system. I know there was like a large gap between parts, where it was all of a sudden nothing and then it built it. But this is kind of self-explanatory stuff. It is kind of simple. I mean, this is the more complicated section where it is just using a comparator to detect if there's an item in here. If there is an item, send a redstone signal. Redstone signal is received up here, sent to the drain. The drain then puts gold on top of the carrots. That is the most complicated part of this whole thing. We're going to have to, of course, get into it a little bit more in the future with getting the actual potions, which is going to require nether wart and a few other things. So I will see you guys in the next episode. Thank you guys so much for watching. Stay awesome, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye!